But it's oddly like, this is what life is like. Okay. Nova Rockafeller, did your best. Let's get into it.
At school he couldn't do the work, the kids all called him retarded. He got a job in a warehouse where he'd pack and cut carpet. And he never moved up, and he never fell in love. He's 50 but really 12, thinking about giving up. She married young and always felt like she had gotten too deep. Started feeling like her only way out was to cheat. Her friends all villainized her, didn't see she was weak. It's been 20 years and it still breaks her heart that they don't speak. He was a rock star in small bar.
First of all, I love Nova's voice.
Right? Every time. Every time.
It's so, like,
It's so
pleasing
deep.
to the ears.
It's so like, you know
There's
what I mean?
so much soul into it. I don't know. I really like her voice.
It's so ambient.
But, okay, so you said the song's about her parents.
I don't know.
So the guy she was describing is her dad?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Is
Maybe
it
not.
about... I thought you said it was. This whole I'm thinking. I think it is her parents, right?
But then she was talking about the boy is 50, but he's 12 and got
Yeah,
a
is that
job at the
her-
warehouse. Who would that be?
Her dad. He's 50, but
No.
maybe
Never fell
not.
in
Maybe it's about some
love.
other people's parents.
No, I think this is like,
And Did Your Best sounds like Did Your Best Raising Me, you know, like the title,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Where did you hear it was her parents?
I don't
Comments?
know. I really don't remember. The boy is her
I
uncle,
think the boy is
so
her
it's
uncle.
a
It's
family
not-
song, maybe.
This is her life. Okay. Okay.
Only way out was to cheat. Her friends all villainized her, didn't see she was weak. It's been 20 years and it still breaks her heart that they don't speak. He was a rock star in small bars. Until the gigs weren't paying bills, he had his daughter in the car. And he knew he had to make the choice to put down his guitar. And every day he wonders if he could have been a star. I know you did your best.
That is the worst.
What?
Like having that regret. Like he put down the guitars, wasn't paying the bills, and every day he wonders, would he have been a star? Like that is one thing I do not ever want to have, like regrets on what if I would have did this, what if I would have tried that.
Nope.
That's why I wanted to play football in college. If I didn't play football in college, I'd be like, what if I could have went to the NFL?
Right.
Well, I played in college and got nowhere near the NFL, so now I know. You know, it's not
Yeah.
like I regret not playing in college. That's why I wanted to
Yeah.
move to LA so you could act.
Yeah.
And we lived in LA for a couple years. She was an actress and did
Yeah.
decently well.
Yeah.
You may have seen her on a commercial or something. She was on a national Title Max commercial and a Nutri Ninja commercial.
And speaking for the dead.
But it's like I didn't want
But
her
yeah.
to have regrets. Like, oh, what
It
if
was
I went to
fun.
LA and would have acted? I could have been a famous actress. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I feel like regrets are horrible.
But Hollywood is still Hollywood, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So I have family members who have regrets. Regrets specifically about Hollywood, and it just seems miserable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, one of my cousins, she's, I don't know, oh, she's probably 30, probably 40. 'Cause her
40s.
oldest daughter is like 20-something.
Yeah.
But yeah, she always wanted to go do the Hollywood thing, be an actress or whatever. And just like a couple years ago, she gave her husband an ultimatum, like, we got to move to Hollywood now or else I'm leaving. Woo, wop. You know what I mean? She's like grown with a 20-year-old daughter and like a 10-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Giving your husband an ultimatum to move to California because you regret not giving Hollywood a try is like, I seen that. So I was like, I didn't want to have any regrets. I didn't want you to have regrets.
Yeah. That's wild.
Diagnosed with Parkinson's, it's something she lives with. Was strong and independent, now relies on the children. Her voice shakes when she speaks, she's embarrassed, she hates to talk. And every day she wakes up wondering if new parts of her are lost. He got her pregnant before he could finish school. He got busy acting dumb cause he didn't know what to do. He ignored he had a girl till her mother stopped calling too. On his deathbed he wished for the daughter he never knew. She loved her family, 2 girls and 2 boys. Husband in the garage, she yells she's sick of the noise. And then one day he's out riding and he dies in a crash. Now she'd do anything to have the buzz of his song come back. I know you
Ooh.
did your best.
Oh. Oh, this one hits so deep.
Right?
Oh.
But it's oddly like, this is what life is like. You know what I mean? Like you
Yes.
see fairy tales in movies and all that kind of stuff. Unless the movie's a tragedy, then it's probably not what life is like. I feel like we all experience tragedy in different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Losing friends young and family members.
Yeah.
But,
It's listen. What were you gonna say?
No, I think this is like kind of what, just a small picture of what life is like.
Yeah. It's like every single relative, and like, you know, I always say this is so weird, but like it's like how you view other people, but it's like you're one of the relatives in someone else's story.
Right.
You know?
And they have stories about me.
Yeah. That's the weirdest thing for me to think about. It's like, what? I'm like a character. Like I show up in your dreams, you know? Like
Right.
this makes me think about like my dad, because I feel like his story was so jacked up, like just like losing 2 children and like being an alcoholic, getting shot before, like, you know what I mean, just having so many things before I was born. Then it's like I come into it and I'm like, I know you did your best even though you're jacked up, you know. I feel like he always felt like a combination of like feeling guilty but also like in the guilt and then feeling guilty about the guilt.
Right.
You know?
Like feeling bad that he's feeling guilty, not there all the way for you guys.
Right.
Kind of
Like
thing.
he didn't want to get too attached to us because he was so stuck in that, but then at the same time feeling guilty he's not hit. You know what I mean? It was, and as a kid, you're just like, I know you did your best. It's okay. Like, you got some issues.
I thought that's a lot of insight for a kid.
Yeah.
I thought you were wise beyond your years.
Are they at a funeral? You see how they're like all in black and they're like crying?
They're in a house.
This looks like a funeral.
It could be. Like a repass or something. But I mean, this looks like a house. It could be. But this part, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody crashes along the way. Like, that's facts. Like, we all make mistakes.
Shoot.
We all crash. And it's just like sometimes that mistake could be fatal.
Oh.
It could be, what?
I definitely thought you were going in a different
No,
direction.
for some people, like, okay, we all make mistakes, but some people's mistakes happen to be fatal. Like, they
Yeah.
were just less lucky that day than the mistakes I made. You know what I mean? And everyone crashes along the way. I feel like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that mistake could be like permanently altering your body, like,
Right.
through a horrible injury.
Right.
And sometimes it's fatal, sometimes it's not. Sometimes you get by the skin of your teeth. I feel like that is life. We're all making mistakes and crashing all the time.
I definitely thought you were going to say sometimes those mistakes work out in your favor and
Yeah,
you just
sometimes
get really
you
rich.
get by.
Successful.
Get by. You barely get by sometimes.
I was like, yeah.
I know
That's
I've had
true.
plenty of close calls. Like, whew, that could have been bad. I could have been permanently disfigured.
Mm-hmm. Remember that one time we were driving and like you just like
Yeah,
just
driving a moped.
a
Yeah.
moped.
Oh, you're talking about a car. Oh, yeah,
Oh.
I've had a lot of close calls in a car.
Yeah.
And one time we were driving on the highway and the car, it was snowing. We were in St. Louis visiting. And the car in front just started spinning in a circle, like spun out in its snow. And I swerved around it in the snow, probably driving like 40 or so in the snow.
40, 50.
But it's like I could have hit the median or anything from trying to swerve around the car. But luckily his tires didn't slip, just swerved around the car and we were good.
It was perfect. It was like
It was crazy. But yeah, I've had plenty of close calls.
yeah. So okay, this was filmed right after her grandma's death.
Okay, so it is a funeral setting. Some people's mistakes are too expensive and pay with their life. Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it's like sometimes you can make the same mistake as someone else and one person losing their life, another doesn't.
Right. Yeah.
It's like 2 people could drive drunk. Well, a ton of people drive drunk all the time, but few people die from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so.
Like percentage-wise, it's not that many people, so it's like, it's weird. And I can totally see how people would have survivor's guilt and stuff. Like, oftentimes a drunk driver doesn't die and they kill other people. My brother had a head-on collision with a drunk driver.
Yeah.
He was in the hospital for a good little minute. He walked with a limp for several years after that.
He got a big old scar on his wrist.
Yeah, he was messed up. But yeah, head-on collision with a drunk driver on an exit ramp to the highway. The drunk driver was driving the wrong way up the ramp. So it was like, it was one lane. He couldn't do anything. You know what I mean? It was just like, he was screwed.
And he probably saved that driver's life.
Probably did. But I mean, luckily no one died in that one, but
yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I could totally see how people would have survivor's guilt in certain situations.
Yeah.
Everybody made mistakes. Everybody crashed along the way. It might be going up in flames. everybody's all the same.
I know you did your best. There was a lot to lose, don't have to prove to me. I know you have nothing left, but there's more to you than the wars you lose, you'll see.
There's more to you than the wars you lose, you'll see. That
So,
is bad.
Is this song about her grandma? Like the overall? I know you did your best. Like you have nothing to prove.
I don't know.
If it was after her grandma's death, I could see it. So what'd you think?
I love Nova's voice. Like, honestly, she could rap about anything and I would love it.
I have lost 15 friends to drinking and driving accidents. Holy smokes. I don't even. I don't have any words. Kind of speechless at that one.
Yes, my brother was in a fist fight and the POS pulled out a knife and stabbed him and now he's gone forever. Please tell your family and friends you love them every day. What?
Life is delicate.
Oh, man. You know, our neighbor at the last place we lived, like when we were living in Hollywood, Florida, our neighbor's daughter had gotten into a fight and somehow she fell or something.
No, she got into a fight with another girl and it was over a man.
They were like
And
teenagers or
yeah,
something.
her head hit the concrete.
Yeah.
And she was wheelchair bound, but like she couldn't really.
She was like quadriplegic. Like she was like completely.
Yeah, she was paralyzed from the neck down and just.
Yeah. And so her mom was taking care
All
of her.
because of a fight over a man.
Yeah.
My son paid for his mistakes with his life almost 5 years ago. And I'm sorry to hear that. And that's the thing, like life is not fair. You know what I mean? Two people can make the same mistake. One person pays for it with their life, another person doesn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just, it's so like, it's so, life is so delicate. It's so delicate.
I had my spine broken and partial paralysis and walk with crutches due to a drunk driver. Dang, I am sorry to hear that. I can't stand the whole drunk driving thing. I really,
That's so
I don't like it.
irresponsible.
Right, it is. And like oftentimes the driver is not the one who pays the price.
Right?
I seem like drunk drivers, they survive a lot and they kill other people.
Right.
I can't stand it. I wish we had harsher penalties for drunk driving.
Right. I mean, it's literally, it's just like, what mindset do you have to be in to do that? You know what I mean? Like, you clearly don't care about your life, but now you like feel the need to go and risk someone else's life. I don't get. But my dad had like 3 DWIs.
Yeah.
He crashed and totaled several cars. He was in Alcoholics Anonymous, and I feel like he loved people, had a good heart. You know what I mean? So it's like, why would he go out and? But I feel like they really don't even connect the dots of like, you can go and kill someone tonight.
Right.
Like, you can go and injure someone. Who cares about their life?
Like nowadays with Uber and Lyft and all these companies,
Yeah.
and you still have taxis too. It's like
Nowadays,
really
it's
no
completely
reason, like no excuse. If you can afford to go out and buy drinks, which is super expensive out, it's cheaper to drink in. If you can afford to go out and drink, you should be able to get an Uber.
Right, right. I feel like it's almost like carelessness bleeds over, you know? Like, you know, if somebody, I don't even know, if somebody's at the grocery store and they spill something on the floor and they make it extra slippery and they don't like alert anyone so that somebody comes and, I feel like carelessness is just like, if you're careless in life, it will affect those around you.
You have to be in a drunk mindset to do it.
Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, comment if you want to share something that you noticed in the video or something you want to say hi. It doesn't really matter. We always love talking to you guys, so whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying?
Join the Discord.
Yeah.
The link is in the description. We get a lot of our recommendations from Discord, and we're in there every day talking with the Couch Gang.
Yes, it's like a big group chat, and we love you guys so much. Until next time, that's a wrap.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. You to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.